All right, looks like some people are trickling in, so I'll give us another couple seconds here. Alrighty, here we go. So welcome to the Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer your questions. My name is Chelsea, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. This is one of many sessions happening between today and Saturday, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation, along with all of the others, will be recorded and available at strivescan.com/CristoRey. And now I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter, and that is Dominican University.
Thank you, Chelsea. Good afternoon or good evening, whatever time you're watching this. My name is Ruben Burley. I'm our Director for Undergraduate Pathways Program for Dominican University. And give me 1 second. I will share my screen. Alrighty. So a little bit about Dominican University, as you're wondering what we are. We are about 10 miles due west of downtown Chicago. We're 5 minutes from downtown Oak Park. We're in a town called River Forest. We're conveniently 15 minutes away from O'Hare Airport and about 20 minutes from Millennium Park. But we do have a shuttle bus to take you to downtown Oak Park and also get you connected to the Green Line and different CTA or Pace bus opportunities. Kind of show you a little bit about our rankings. We're ranked number 11 in the Midwest out of 160 regional universities and number 1 for best value in the Midwest and a couple other accolades that we have here at Dominican. Kind of give you an idea about our class that we brought in here at Dominican University. Last year, we brought in our largest freshman class, about 651 incoming first-year freshman students, along with 141 transfer students, with our total enrollment about just slightly over 3,000. A couple of things that we are proud of is that 44% of our students are first-generation college students, and also 74% of students of color are representing Dominican University on campus. Average class size is about 16-1, 11-1 student-faculty ratio, and then also all our professors have their highest degree, about 88%, but then also 95% of our students are employed 1 year after graduation. We do offer about 50 different majors that students are able to go into, but usually our top 10 majors are listed right in front of you, but the top 3 is usually our nursing, psychology, and computer science. Our nursing program actually has a direct entry nursing program for students, and then we also have a pre-nursing if you don't meet the qualifications for direct entry nursing. But a lot of opportunities for you to grow on campus with a cadaver lab room for our pre-med and our nursing program, a high-fidelity lab room, and also opportunities for clinicals within the Chicagoland area for both of those fields. But one of the majors that you don't see on here is called I don't know or undecided. That's where a lot of our students go into when they start their first year here at Dominican. You don't have to declare a major until your first semester of your junior year. And then after that, use those students that come in as undecided or open majors. Those are the students that graduate with 2 degrees within 4 years. And so every student that comes here is going to have an academic advisor. Now, maybe within your academic programs that you're choosing, you might think about studying abroad. We're actually one of the first 2 colleges in the United States to offer study abroad. We have 20 different programs going on in 4 different continents. And some of these programs could be full semester, a full academic year, or maybe even short-term programs, which will be 5-week programs or even 2-week programs during a holiday break. At Dominican, you're also going to get the wraparound support where you get that holistic academic advisor because every student has an academic advisor. And then also you're going to get a peer advisor, kind of like a big brother, big sister to be able to help you navigate your 4 years here at Dominican University. And then also every student that comes to Dominican is going to have some type of internship opportunities. And then usually wherever you do your internship, you actually have a 70% chance of getting your first job or first job interview. And then what you see in front of you is actually where some of our graduates are working at, ranging for students in the health science field or going into education or going into business or even going into fashion design, which is one of our unique majors that we offer here at the institution. So college is not all about going to class and everything else, but there's also opportunities for you to relax and be able to enjoy your fellow peers and different opportunities. We actually have over 35 different clubs and organizations here at Dominican, ranging from academic clubs like a business or psychology club to maybe a special interest club, which could be a gaming club, but then also being able to go in different ethnic clubs like our Latino Student Alliance or our Black Student Union. There's different places on campus to be able to relax and also study spaces. And then we also have a gaming center along with our fitness center here at Dominican. Now, maybe someone on this call is interested in intercollegiate athletics. We are Division III for athletics, which means we do not offer any athletic scholarships, but we have 13 intercollegiate programs that are be able to participate in, and there's a website for you to be able to get recruited. And again, maybe intercollegiate athletics might not be your jam, so maybe you want to participate in intramural programs, and we have different intramural programs from gaming to cards to be able to do a flag football tournament, which is our annual program that we have on campus. As you see here is our cost for a 23-24 academic year, about $37,000 some change for tuition and fees. If you choose to live on campus, additional $11,000, so you're looking at about $49,000. But we do give out different merit-based scholarships ranging between $12,000 to $22,000, and plus graduating from a Catholic university, and we're a Catholic. Graduating from a Catholic high school, going to a Catholic university, you also get a $2,500 Catholic high school scholarship. We're rolling admission. We have a preferred app date, but if you apply by November 15th, if there's any seniors on this calls, right about a holiday break, you're going to be able to get your acceptance letter and scholarship letter as well too. You can always connect with us. We have an app like everybody else, so it's called Discover Dominican, to be able to find out different things and to be able to connect with our campus and general places of open houses and everything else. And so this is my contact information, but I will put it in the chat. But always encourage students to be able to schedule a visit on campus and see what we have to offer. And thank you for being able to join us on this webinar today.
Awesome, thank you. All right, next up is Olivet Nazarene University.
All right, thank you, Chelsea. My name is Jorge Bonilla, and I'm from Olivet Nazarene University. I love Olivet. My wife has been working here for over 14 years, and I've been working here for 12 years. Now, both of us are, really, really love to connect with students. She teaches Spanish, and, we just love to have students in our house, and we do that very often. So let me tell you a story of a student that worked for me as a first-generation student. I'm going to share my screen. And her name is Estela Barrera. Estela Barrera came to Olivet. Let me see here. Estela Barrera came to Olivet as a first-generation student. Her parents were working very, very hard to provide for her and to be able to afford college. So she's Hispanic, and she worked very hard. She was a mentor to a lot of first-generation students, and she was also working full-time, part-time, and taking a lot of classes. She majored in music education, and now she is the director of an orchestra of one of the schools here in Chicago. Estela is phenomenal. She graduated with no debt. And that is because Olivet helped her through that process. And we are so excited for her too. She also, her parents also help her a lot with the finances. And finally, she is just enjoying the benefits of graduating with a college degree. Now, let me also show you another story of some special people that I also know that continue to be here at Olivet. And this is a couple that just got married. And let me see if I can share this. Now, this couple just got married. And Jahaira, she is a student. She's a senior right now, and she's going to graduate in 3.5 years. She worked very hard. She also worked about 20 to 35 hours at Chick-fil-A. And Chick-fil-A provided a scholarship for her, and she's using that to pay for college. Now, her parents, who are a beautiful couple right here, they didn't support Jahaira because they don't have the money. So Jahaira needed to work very hard in her classes and also outside of the class just to be able to afford her education. Now, Olivet also helped her a lot, gave her plenty of scholarships, and the same with Adolfo. Adolfo is a music player. He studied music, and he plays the bass at church, and he's just a regular guy that likes to spend time with friends and also study very hard. Adolfo also has a very impactful story. He's a first-generation student. His parents work at a McDonald's. So his mom works at a McDonald's as a manager, and they have been able to afford Olivet even when things are really hard. So sometimes even, Adolfo's mom will call me and say, hey, Jorge, how do we make this payment? And so Olivet is very flexible with that because we are a private university and we can do, what we want with our students. So right now we have a program that is a zero tuition for our students that qualify for that. So you want to know more about that, and go to our website or contact me, and then we can share more information with you. We love our students. We have a very diverse campus and with plenty of students, and you can come anytime for a visit. You can go into our website, and you can register for one of those visits. We will feed you lunch. You will talk to a professor. You will meet me, and then you will tour the campus and just have a great time. You want to make this experience a good time for you and your family. And so I completely suggest that you sign up for one of those visits and come in for a visit. Now, Olivet, it's about an hour from Chicago, south. We're located in Bradley, Bourbonnais, Illinois. It's an oasis. A lot of people from Chicago, they don't know where we're located, but we are here and we are thriving. Right now, we have about 2,400 students. We have chapel Wednesday and Thursday, and it's a campus where everybody supports each other, helps each other. And then during spring break, hundreds of our students go abroad just to help other students. So our students are more about helping others than about themselves. And that's what we do best. We want to help these students add value to other people, because we know that if we put a lot of investment in those students, they're going to do amazing things like Estela and Dahaira. I'm so excited that you are in this Zoom, and I hope that you get the chance to visit Olivet and talk to one of us. And we have tours in Spanish, meetings with our financial advisor as well in Spanish. So we got you covered too if you need that for your parents. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much. All right, next up is Augustana College.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Eric Rao. I'm going to get my screen all shared here. And thank you guys for joining us this evening. Again, my name is Eric. I'm an admissions counselor at Augustana College. I'm also an alum. It is an institution that I love dearly, and I enjoy truly being able to find students out there that I believe would be a great fit for Augustana. Here are some numbers. We're founded in 1860, so we've been around for 160 plus years, 2,500 students, 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and 18 students per class. What this means is you'll get to know your faculty very well, but you'll also get to know your fellow students very well, and more than likely make the best friends of your life at a place like Augustana. Nearly 70% of our students will have at least one internship. That's one of the best things that you can do while you're in college when it comes down to finding that first job or getting into graduate school afterwards. So internships are important. We have over 100 areas of study. That is phenomenal for a school of our size. Many of our students are double majors. In fact, half of our students at Augustana are double majors. So if you're torn between one subject or another, why not do them both? 99% of our students receive financial support from Augustana, and our scholarships are merit-based scholarships, meaning you earn them. You don't necessarily have to apply for them, which start at $25,500 and go up to $30,000. Diversity is extremely important to us at Augustana. We want to make sure that Augustana represents the United States when it comes down to diversity, if not the world. We have over 35 states represented at Augustana and over 45 countries. So to attend Augustana means you're going to meet people from all over the United States, but all over the world as well. You can have tremendous experiences with people in the sense of being prepared for life and maybe having those grand adventures during your time at Augustana, but also beyond. The majority of our students live on campus. I know that oftentimes is a concern for students, being able to be around their friends. 75% of all of our students live on campus, so you're going to be around your best friends all the time. Food is extremely important, of course, at college. And here at Augustana, we have a tremendous cafeteria. We have several of them actually on campus. There's a variety of different types of foods. We will label everything to make sure that people are safe in case you have like a peanut allergy or something like that. But it's just wonderful, the variety that we have. And we would love to show you that variety if you were to visit Augustana. Oftentimes, you're trying to figure out why any college is different from the other colleges. So one of the most important things is to figure out, the innovation, balance, the career opportunities for you, your personal growth, and then the area of the school. So innovation at Augustana is extremely important and has been thriving. We've added new majors, we've added new facilities, we've added new sports teams and clubs. So Augustana is a place you can do an awful lot. We just built a brand new pool. And we've added kinesiology, data analytics, and engineering as majors. We built a brand new theater a few years ago as well. So we're really thriving in the sense of being innovative at Augustana. Balance. We want you to participate in the things that you love. A third of our student body are varsity athletes, NCAA Division III. A quarter of our students are involved in the arts. I should have mentioned we have 28 teams at Augustana, including esports as well. So if you work your thumbs very well, you can possibly participate in that. And then we have several musical ensembles at Augustana, as well as theater and art. So you can participate in the things that you love at Augustana College. Of course, career building and being prepared for life after Augustana is extremely important. So we have a fantastic, what we call our core department, which stands for Careers, Opportunities, Research, and Exploration. So here's where you're going to go to learn about the different majors that you might be interested in or different career options, being able to find opportunities for study abroad or internships as well, but also resume building and interview prep. So it's a fantastic program that we have. We have a 99% job placement rate at Augustana, which means that 6 months after you graduate, you should be at your first job or you should be in graduate school. Many of our students are interested in the health fields. As well, we have a cadaver lab at Augustana, so very high success rate into the medical fields. We have a wonderful program called Augie Choice. Here at Augustana, there's a $2,000 grant that all students will receive. And you can use that money for study abroad, internships, or research. And most kids do all three of those things. Your resume is going to be pretty shiny coming from a place like Augustana, because you're going to have not only a great experience and you'll be a great student, but also you have a resume that will be very powerful. So we want you to have these grand adventures during your time. What we look for at Augustana are strong students in general, of course, being able to do well in your core subjects, math, science, English, foreign language, and social studies, but also our students tend to be very involved on campus or in high school with athletics or the arts. We'd love to interview you and meet you, so please, by all means, come and visit Augustana College so that we can get to know one another. Again, as I mentioned, we have merit-based aid at Augustana, so we can be very supportive of you. We also have scholarships in theater, art, and music as well that hopefully will help. And we created a program last year where it's called Augustana Possible, where we want to make Augustana possible for you. So if you were to receive one of our top scholarships, we will support you with the FAFSA 100% or whatever the FAFSA says that you would need. The Quad Cities, we are about 3 hours from Chicago. We're dead center of all the major cities in the Midwest. There's wonderful things to do in the Quad Cities. We have all the things the students are looking for. So we definitely want you to come and visit us. Here's a list of some of the things that we have to offer as far as our community as well. Really excited to meet you, and I hope that you will come visit Augustana soon. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. We have Illinois Wesleyan University next.
Bear with me, Chelsea. I might need some hand holding here. Give me a sec.
Sure.
Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get my thing going here. Hi, folks. My name is Milton Berwin. I'm with Illinois Wesleyan University. Just wanted to give you a little info about us. We've got a little over 1,600 students. Student-teacher ratio is 12-1. Average class size is about 17. Average lab size about 14. Residential halls, we do have 12. We're on roughly 82 acres. Things you won't see on Illinois Wesleyan, we have a small lecture halls versus 100, 150. We are a private selective school versus, a larger school where you might have 100, 150 in a lecture hall. Dialogue is very big with us, and that's just part of what we do as a smaller liberal arts school, being at 1,600 students. We are in Bloomington/Normal, Illinois. We're 2 hours south of Chicago. We're 3 hours north of St. Louis. I am a regional rep out of St. Louis, but the reason I bring this up, there's a lot going on. I bring up Normal because that's where Illinois State is. We have 1,600 plus. They've got about 22,000 students. Great small college town, tons of stuff for students to do, just depending on your interest and what you're looking to do. We are NCAA Division III. We're also in a conference with Augustana. I believe Eric brought that up. But we do have 26 sports, including esports as well. In regards to, bear with me, areas that go on with us, we are what we call terms versus semesters. We have a fall term, very similar to a fall semester or spring semester, but we also have something called a May term. We're done by the end of April. A lot of our students will take advantage of the May term for study abroad opportunities versus 4 weeks versus going a full semester or a year. Those are all options. Before COVID hit, 50% of our kids would study abroad at sometime during their tenure with us. That's kind of backed off, but also it is coming back to what I would consider normal. And they brought that up. I think we're about 40% right now. If you're interested in doing something like that, they do rotate from year to year, depending on what country, what area of the world you're looking to go to. We are in regards to diverse. 35% of our student body is of student color. 34% of our students come from different countries. Very unique features with that. Campus life, there's a lot going on. We have a fantastic athletic facility with 26 different athletic sports, but also in regards to activities, 180 different organizations on campus, depending on what you're looking to get into. Community outreach is something they do push. And that's just part of it. We do have the #1 job placement in Illinois. We rank 7th in the nation. Our kids are very well mentored. They're very well advised, just depending on what direction you want to go. In regards to other options with Illinois Wesleyan, if you're looking to get involved with internships, research projects, these are areas that we do push. We hover around 90% placement in regards to students going with the pre-med track going on to medical school. The big thing for us is they do push research. Many of the four-year schools don't push that. They're very well mentored, advised, depending on what direction you want to go, whether it's physical therapy to research, on down a number of areas in the medical field. Those are some options for you. I'll leave it at that. I'm going to turn it over to Chelsea. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, Loyola University at Chicago is next.
Is that good? Can you guys see my screen?
I see the whole thing. Is that how you want it?
No, it's supposed to load on. There it is. Boom. Yes. All right. Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're at. My name is Benito Maral. I'm a senior assistant director at Loyola, obviously in the admissions office. I've been with this institution for about 7 years now. I didn't do my undergrad here, but I did go to another Jesuit institution, which I'll talk about that in a bit. But nonetheless, I am currently doing a master's degree right now in computer science at Loyola. So I do know what the typical student kind of looks like here at the institution. But for the next 6 minutes or so, you're going to hear a little about our institution. So I'll talk about what our institution kind of consists of. I'll talk about the student body, academics, and then I'll quickly transition over to our application process, financial aid, scholarships, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, guys? In addition, I work with students from the city of Chicago. That is my, I guess that's my territory. And nonetheless, on top of that, I'm a fluent Spanish-speaking counselor. So if you have a parent or you have friends who parents also speak Spanish and prefer to receive that information in that language, feel free to pass my information along to them at the end of this presentation. And on top of that, I am the liaison for the Cristo Rey Network Scholars Program. And I'll talk about what that is, as well as the scholarship that Loyola has to offer. Okay, cool, guys. Well, Loyola is a private Catholic Jesuit institution. We're one of many. We're the only Jesuit institution in the city of Chicago, or the state of Illinois, better yet, city of Chicago. You can see we are a mid-sized institution with about 12,000 total undergraduate students. Being that we are a mid-sized institution, students here really love that they're getting the benefits of both large and small institutions. For example, we have a large amount of staff and faculty to really make your student experience a lot much more personable. We have a lot of support centers, academic resources, and on top of that, our average class size is about 26 to 30 students, which is phenomenal, right? Across all academic disciplines. On the other side of that is our student body. Our student body is comprised of students come from all over the US as well as the world. So as of right now, close to 50% of our students are actually students from out of state or international, which is amazing. Even though Loyola is placed in a big metropolitan city like Chicago, little less than 10% of our students are actually from the city itself. So we have students come from all walks of life, and students really enjoy that type of diversity. And talking about diversity, we have close to 50% of our students identify as students of color. And we do have a Center for Diversity and Inclusion for any student who identifies as student of color, first generation, undocumented, queer population, whatever the case may be. Students can find that office to be a great center, or I guess a great resource to really allow themselves to plant themselves, roots in here at the institution, so they may feel more comfortable and be able to be supported in any sort of situation here at this institution. Like I mentioned before, we are a Catholic Jesuit institution. So the Jesuits are an order within the Catholic Church. They were founded back in the 1500s by St. Ignatius. Many Cristo Rey high schools are Jesuit, affiliated as well. So it's good to see that. But just in case you aren't really that familiar with the Jesuits are in general just want to help individuals and communities grow more holistic. I'm pretty sure if you're coming from a Jesuit high school, you know what the term Cura Personalis means. But here at this institution, we really try to go above and beyond what the definition of Cura Personalis means, which in essence is the care or the development for the entire person. So throughout your 4-year experience, not only are we going to help you diversify your experience academically, but also be able to be exposed to different things across any interest of your overall personal and academic and professional life as well. Okay. In addition, though we are a Catholic institution, it doesn't mean that you have to partake in any Catholic religion, sort of practices or faith traditions. We are home to all faith and backgrounds. So if you don't want to partake in anything religious related with the Catholicism, that's 100% okay. Just know that students are required to take 2 classes within theology and religion, and that's basically it. In addition, we do have a campus ministry office that really allows students to take advantage of our Jesuit Catholic roots as well, if they want to do that. Okay. Nonetheless, we have multiple campuses across the city of Chicago. We have our Lakeshore campus north side of Chicago, about 6 miles north of downtown. You have a Water Tower campus in downtown Chicago. And in addition, we do have our Maywood Center, which is our health sciences center. That's out on the west side of the city of Chicago. The differences is where the majors are located. For the most part, the Lakeshore campus, the one you see here on this screen, will be your main principal campus. This is where the home in the heart of Loyola resides. These are almost all the majors, all the dorm rooms, all the resources, student life experiences, athletic events are all held. Okay. Transitioning over to some of the academics, good thing about Loyola is as long as you're admitted to the institution, you're admitted to every single major we have to offer. And we offer everything except for culinary arts, mechanical engineering, fashion design, and architecture. Those are the only things off the top of my head that we don't have, that we don't offer. So in my head, everyone here is undecided. You don't have to be forced as your senior to decide what you want to do, because we do have a core curriculum that really helps you navigate through your academic experiences. Quickly going over the application, we're available on the Common App as well as our own application. There's only 2 things that you need to do: submit a transcript or a letter of recommendation. Our application is free. We're rolling admission, so the sooner you apply, the sooner you hear back. On top of that, merit scholarships you'll be awarded at the time of your admission. Scholarships range from $10,000 to $26,000. If you're a admitted student, you also have access to the Cristo Rey scholarship, which is a full ride scholarship to the institution. And we offer 5 of those a year. Nonetheless, that was a quick rundown of Loyola. If you do have any questions regarding the application process or anything, I know, sorry, time is going out. Feel free to take a quick snapshot of this screen. This is my contact information. I'm happy to help you. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you. Alrighty, and DePaul University is next.
Hey everybody, my name is Paul Kendall and I am the Assistant Director of Admission with DePaul University in Chicago. I'm going to share screen as well for a few PowerPoint slides. Just let me know if there's any issues with viewing here. All right. First thing to know about DePaul, we are a dual campus. So you can see here that we have a campus up on the north side of Chicago in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. We also have a campus downtown in the Loop district of Chicago. So our academic buildings are pretty evenly split between those campuses. It's very likely that a student might take some classes at both of our campuses, and definitely doing a little bit of cross-campus commuting is a pretty common aspect of a DePaul student experience. We do include the cost of public transit with your tuition, so all DePaul students do have unlimited 24/7 access to the CTA system, which is a very easy way to commute between our campuses or just to kind of explore the city and live independently as well. We are currently the nation's 2nd largest Catholic university. We have an undergraduate enrollment of about 15,000 with total enrollment around 22,000. So numbers-wise, we're definitely in line with like a middle-tier sized university. But in terms of the academic environment at DePaul, I'd say we're a little bit more comparable to a small liberal arts institution. We do hold a 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We do have about 97% of our classes taught by full-time faculty, and we do have average class sizes that are around 30 students. So in general, I'd say we're doing a pretty good job of balancing that higher school enrollment with more of the smaller school academic environment. I'll briefly mention that we have a number of honors programs at the freshman level. We have our Pathways Honors Program in the College of Science and Health, which is geared towards those interested in pre-med or pre-health fields. We have the Strobel Accountancy Honors Program within the College of Business for those interested in accountancy. We have the 3+3 BA/JD program, which is a 6-year accelerated law program for students interested in law school. And we do have a University Honors Program as well, which is a liberal arts honors program available to students of any major. So all of those things are additional opportunities to tack on to your major or to the academics that you're doing. I'll briefly touch on each of our colleges. We'll start at the Loop campus with our College of Business. This is our largest college in terms of enrollment numbers. You'll find many different majors here, but most commonly would be things like business administration, accountancy, finance, economics, entrepreneurship, marketing, management, all of those types of things. This is home to the Coleman Entrepreneurship Center, which is a great career planning resource specifically for College of Business students. There are some internship and undergraduate job opportunities there. And we are accredited by the AACSB, that's the Association for the Advancement of Collegiate Schools of Business. So places us in about the top 5% of international colleges of business. Is a relatively rare accreditation to have. We have our College of Communication at the Loop campus as well, which is home to our Communication and Media program, as well as Sports Communication and our Journalism School. We have a number of student-run media outlets that range from the DePaulian newspaper to Radio DePaul, Sports Radio DePaul, and we also put out 14 East magazine, which is a pretty cool like arts and lifestyle culture kind of magazine. Lots of opportunities for media participation for undergrad students. We have the College of Computing and Digital Media, or CDM, at the Loop, which is home to our School of Computing, our School of Design, and also our School for the Cinematic Arts. So film at this point is actually our singular largest program at DePaul. And then within this program, within the school, you would also find our BFA animation program, as well as our computer science, cybersecurity, information technology program, and then design programs such as graphic design or video game design. Lots of updated lab space and opportunities to interface with tech on our campus. And you definitely have all the materials that you would need, like right at your fingertips. We are also partnered with the CineSpace studio here in Chicago, which is home to NBC and Netflix and Showtime. So if you're a film or animation student, you have some additional opportunities to network and take classes through the CineSpace studio. Moving into Lincoln Park, you'd find our College of Education. You'd also find our College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, which serves as our foundational college as well. We do have a pretty standard core curriculum in the liberal arts for our students. So all of our students will take some iteration of like a writing and rhetoric course or a multiculturalism seminar, a religious studies class. So there's definitely a pretty standard core for students of any major, and definitely a lot of interesting classwork that you can take in addition to just the things that you are working towards a degree for. The College of Science and Health is in Lincoln Park as well, home to all of our lab sciences as well as our healthcare training programs. So things like our health sciences program, psychology, neuroscience, as well as our undergraduate nursing program, which is a direct admit BSN program at the undergrad level. A relatively new program still. We're on year 3 of it, so we're definitely working on growing it, and definitely have opportunities for a lot of individualized attention for students within that undergrad BSN program. We also have our music school and our theater school at Lincoln Park campus. Excellent BFA conservatory training programs. They are by audition. So those that may be interested in BFA programs, just bear in mind that you would need to trek out to campus for an in-person audition sometime in the spring. I will briefly mention that we have a great career services department that can help you with anything related to postgraduate preparation. We do have about a 90% job placement rate for graduating seniors, and some great online resources such as our career success website that you can look through outcomes for recent graduates if you'd like to get some information about specific programs and some of the graduation rates. We are a very busy campus. There are plenty of organizations and activities to keep you busy outside of class time, everything from Greek life to Division I athletics and club and intramural sports. We have multicultural organizations, LGBTQ+ organizations. We have plenty of faith life and religious organizations on campus as well. So you'll find that our students are very active and taking advantage of a lot of opportunities to be involved at the university, and of course, taking advantage of our location in the city of Chicago, and many of our students are living independently. You'll find that about 70% of our freshman class on average will live on campus, but majority of DePaul students as a whole do live off campus. So definitely, moving off campus and into independent housing tends to be the typical trajectory for our students. City of Chicago mentioned here, that is our home, and there's a lot to do just outside of DePaul around the area. Along with our Catholic and Vincentian background, we do have a pretty strong emphasis on community service and philanthropy as well. So you'll find many students participating in service opportunities like our Vincentian Day of Service, or like the Seton Soup Kitchen that we do operate on campus, which is a great like early morning volunteer opportunity if you're interested in serving the community in that way. As for aid and scholarships, we have a number of academic scholarships available. We can go up to the $25,000 level for freshman applicants. All of our scholarships are awarded based off of weighted GPA on a 4-point scale based off of your Common App submission. And we do automatic scholarships, so things that would not need to be applied additionally for. And those of you that are, you're all part of the Chicagoland area and the state of Illinois. So there are some additional application-based scholarships for students coming from Illinois or from Catholic schools. And lastly, Common App School, as I mentioned before, so our early apply deadline is November 15th, which is coming up relatively soon. Highly encourage everybody to apply early if you are able. We will just take your Common App submission with high school transcript. We will look at a letter of recommendation. You are highly encouraged to submit an essay as part of the Common App as well. And we are a test optional institution, so the SAT and ACT are not required. For test submitters, our average ACT is around a 25 and average SAT around an 1150, but you do have the option to submit that. I would say if you're above those numbers, I would recommend submitting a score, and below those numbers, I'd recommend test optional application. But DePaul is a great place to be. There's definitely a pretty wide range of academic interests and students of many, many different backgrounds coming together on campus. We have great visit opportunities, and we'd love to see you all on campus, hopefully sometime soon. And I will yield my time with that. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to welcome everybody back on screen now so we can hear from you all one more time. And as you are jumping back in, my question is, what advice would you give, students who are coming into the search process, either now or in the near future? We'll jump back up to Dominican University to kick things off.
Thanks, Chelsea. One advice I would probably tell students is embrace the challenges. These are some challenges of when you're applying to these universities, but embrace it, but also leverage your resources for you to be successful when you're applying to the different colleges, and make sure you put the admission counselors to work to be able to convince you to be able to attend their university.
Fantastic. Thank you. Olivet?
Yeah, one advice is just to have options, right? If you have up to 8 or 10 options of schools that you want to go to the campus visits. I think those are the most essential part of this process, and see if you fit. If you feel good, if your family feels good, it should be a good match.
Thank you. Augustana?
Yeah, I guess perhaps echoing that, one of the best things to do is visit a college. So I would suggest that students go and visit as many colleges as they possibly can, big, small, public, private, schools in big cities, schools in small towns. There are about 4,000 or so four-year institutions in America, so you have a lot of options. So try to visit as many as you can so that you understand what it is that you're truly looking for.
Thank you. Illinois Wesleyan?
Don't start late. I would say with juniors, start the process now. Your senior year rolls around, and what happens? You just don't have a lot of time. So hopefully you have it narrowed down to 2 to 3 schools by your senior year, and maybe you can sit in a classroom with us or do an overnight with us or in other schools. But for your seniors, it's time. For your juniors and sophomore, it's time to start visiting schools, whether it's private, whether it's state, and get your feet wet. Leave it at that.
Thank you. Loyola?
To kind of echo off what everyone said, my biggest advice would just be plug in to the counselor at that university you're really interested in attending. Like, we are paid professionals to help you get to college with the most amount of money in scholarship. Like, we are here to help you. We're not mind readers either, so we can't read your mind if you want to come here. We don't know that. Believe me, none of us, we all make this process really easy for you. We all want you to succeed. And I agree, there's so many options. Go visit the campus. But the biggest thing you can do is get in contact with that person who is your admissions rep, who will go above and beyond to kind of get you to be at that institution. We all want you here or there, whatever the case may be, but that's my biggest advice.
Awesome. Thank you. DePaul?
All right, 3 quick things, 2 of them that are practical and 1 of them that is kind of corny. So practical thing number 1, visit campuses. Any campus that you can, realistically, make it out to campus, do a tour, even if you just walk around on your own, get a feel for it, see if you can talk to a current student, engage with that campus. That is the easiest and best way to find out if it's a good fit for you and if you really like it. Thing number 2 is to submit your Common App essay. Most schools will review them if you do it. I know that it is technically considered to be optional, but it's a great opportunity to show a little bit of yourself and to also show us that you are college ready as far as your writing ability. So don't miss that opportunity to do that. And then the corny piece of advice is, do not be afraid to take risks. Please take risks. Get outside of your comfort zone. If there is a place that is far away that you're not sure if you want to move there, try it, consider it. You're 17, 18, 19 years old. You have a lot of life ahead of you. This is the absolute perfect time in your life for you to try something new and for you to be uncomfortable. That is how you will grow, and that is how you will become your best future self. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All really great advice. So at this point, I am going to wrap things up for us. I think this was a really great session. I learned a lot, and I'm sure others did as well. So thank you to the presenters for putting all this together and spending this time sharing. And thank you to our participants for joining us today. We encourage you to check back to the schedule. There's nothing else this evening, but there will be some more programming on Saturday. You'll be able to find all of the recordings, including this session, at strivescan.com/Cristo Rey. Thank you again, and have a great rest of the night.
Yeah. Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah.
Bye.